Thank you for joining me on your mat. We're going to do a gentle flow. It's going to be a little bit earthy, a little bit watery. Think low to the ground, very grounding movements, but it's also going to have some bigger circular movements in our upper body, and it's going to be good for lubricating our hips and our joints. So join me on your mat, grab a strap if you would like. You probably won't use it, but if you would like, feel free to grab it, and blocks if that will help support you in your practice. We're going to start in a kneeling position just to take some deep breaths and settle in to practice. Inhale, bring your hands to chest, fingertips and thumbs together, and remind yourself of what your intention is. Maybe you have this opportunity and you just feel gratitude to be in your body, in your mind, on your mat. But whatever your focal point, your mental focal point is, either an intention or a memento of gratitude, focus on that and let everything else leave you for the time being. Inhale, eyes still closed. Bring your arms overhead. Exhale, palms, fingertips touch, and bring your hands down towards your chest. Inhale, arms wide as you extend above your head. Exhale, hands to chest. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Find a brief tabletop moment here, and you're going to take your hands about 2 to 3 handprints in front of you. Keep your hips above your knees, and you might have to reach out a little bit more like I do, and then just lower your chest to the mat, looking slightly upward, gazing at the top of your mat, finding puppy pose. You can rest your chin on the mat and just sink into the pose, feeling the release in your shoulders. If this is uncomfortable, then push back into a child's pose. And as you lean forward in your child's pose, reach out as far as you can with your chest slightly lifted, and then slowly drop your chest and either your chin or your forehead to the mat to find that same release in your shoulders. Stay for 2 more rounds of breath. One more deep inhale and a deep exhale. From your puppy pose, roll forward and gently lower down your pelvis to your lower belly to the chest. Inhale, low cobra. Lift your chest, chin, and your gaze. Exhale, come down. Push back, find puppy pose. Inhale, Cobra. As we go through these cycles, you can lift higher in your Cobra if that feels good in your back. Exhale, push back, puppy pose. Inhale, come forward, find your Cobra. Exhale, puppy pose, one last time. Inhale, find tabletop. One cycle of breath in tabletop. Inhale, step your feet back, hands forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward and come to the top of your mat. Step, hop or float. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms extended into mountain pose. Exhale, hands come to center at your chest. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Come to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen from your spine to your tailbone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, come to a tabletop. Inhale, extend your left arm and your right leg, finding bird dog. Exhale, crunch your elbow to the knee. Inhale, extend, keeping your hips square towards the mat. Exhale, bring elbow to knee with a slight flex in your upper back. One more time. Inhale, extend, lengthen. Your wrist is in line with your shoulder, your heel in line with your hip. And exhale, crunch. This time, inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, bring your left arm to meet your right foot. If you cannot grab your foot, the inside of the ball of your foot, then you can come to a kneel like this and just grab your foot, reach back and grab your foot in this kneeling pose. And you'll still feel similar stretches through your shoulder and your quad. But for those of us in half bow, you're going to inhale, find a length by pushing the top side of your foot towards your hands. So I'm not pulling up on my foot. I actually am only grasping the front side. I don't even have a good grip to pull up on it. And I'm keeping square hips towards the mat as best I can. I'm not opening up to the side. And I'm not trying too hard to find a deep back bend. Again, this is a gentle flow. You can come down when you've had a good feel of that stretch. Tabletop. One cycle of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, crunch. Knee to elbow. Inhale, extend long from your shoulder to your wrist, your hip to your heel. Exhale, crunch. Knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. On your next inhale, extend one more time. Exhale, circulate your arm up and over. Grasp the inside of your foot, ball of your foot. Keep your hips square with the mat. And you're just going to find some lift by pushing the back or the top side of your foot through your palm. As you do this, try to keep an open chest. You don't want to hunch over in your upper body. Stay open through the chest. Inhale, and on your next exhale, gently release. Find tabletop. One cycle of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and on your next exhale, push up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, step your foot, heel to toe in front of your hands. Find low lunge. Inhale, star pose. Open up to the right side of your mat. Cycle of breath in star pose. Inhale. Then as you exhale, forward fold, bringing your hands out in front of you, finding the same puppy pose arms, but this time in your wide leg forward fold. Cycle of breath here. You're going to reach out a little bit further if you can, and as you are kind of like suctioning your palms to the mat, you're going to push your hips gently back towards the opposite side your hands are going as you reach forward. And this is going to stretch from your side body through your shoulder sockets. Inhale, exhale, you can come forward, bring your hands back beneath your shoulders. Find a low lunge towards the top of your mat. So left leg forward, right leg back. And then you can drop down into a tabletop, come to a seat, whichever way is comfortable. I'll face you so you can see me. But feel comfortable in staying facing towards the top of your mat. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, and then you can pivot forward towards the top of your mat. So you're in a low lunge again, right leg back as your left leg is forward, and then come down into a tabletop, and you can sit crisscross applesauce on your facing the top of your mat. I will come facing the side so you can better see. From here, we're going to take our left leg and we're going to cross it directly underneath us. So your knees facing straight out forward, and then your right leg is going to come over top, and your ankles should be in a 90-degree angle, so your feet are flexed. This is Cowface, and some people, if they have the flexibility, can bring their shins from their ankle, have it out more alongside of them. I do not have that flexibility in my back body, so we're going to stay here. And just start to sway a little bit in the pose to see what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Figure out what your range of motion is. And if this is screaming pain for you, then you can come into a figure four like this, or you can cross, keeping on the left leg that same kind of cow face position, but then just cross over your right leg so it's upward and finding a twist. For those of us in cow face, we're going to hang out here for just a moment. If this feels good, sitting upright, then you can try keeping a straight back and bending forward over your legs. Close your eyes if that will help you come back to your intentions, why you're here today, what you're grateful for. One more cycle of breath. Inhale and exhale. Face the left side, gently spin out of Cowface, and then come into tabletop. Inhale and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose. Step through your hands, heel to toe on the right side. Inhale here, exhale, come down to tabletop. We're going to face the top of our mat once more, sit back into a seat. This time we'll have our right knee directly out in front of us, flat on the mat, and then we're going to cross our left leg over the right. Keep that flex at your ankles, so those are 90-degree angle. Bring your shins out as wide away from your body as feels good. Mine pretty much right alongside of me. Fairly inflexible today, but that's why we're doing this. And find that same range of motion. Figure out where the stretch feels good, where it doesn't. Sit high with a tall back, or with a flat back, extend and reach forward. That helps you feel a deeper stretch. My left hamstring and glute are screaming at me, so this is about as far as I will go. Just hang out for a few more cycles of breath. Coming back to your why. Maybe your why allows you to deepen the stretch and deepen your practice just a little bit more. Inhale, if you're folded over, push back up. Exhale, unravel. There's no graceful way, so just legs out to the side. Come into your tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale. Instead of stepping through between your hands, step to the outside, your left foot to the outside of your left hand. We're going to find a low runner's lunge, and then inhale. Place your weight on your right wrist, right hand. Exhale, reach out to the sky. The nice twist. One cycle of breath in your twist. And on your next exhale, you can place your hand back to the mat and lower your right knee. So from here, we're going to go into pigeon. So shuffle your left foot across your mat, and you can either have your shin parallel with the top of your mat, or you can have it bent and your heel back closer to your body. There's mixed opinions on what is correct. I'm not a physical therapist, so whatever feels better in your body is correct for me. You can look back over your right shoulder to make sure that your leg is sticking straight out from your body. And instead of finding a full king pigeon pose, we're going to find sleeping pigeon. So if this feels good and you don't need to go further, then you can stay upright. Or as you get further into the stretch, feel free to bring your elbows and your forearms down to the mat. And maybe you'll get to the point where you can rest your head on your hands. Take deep in-breath and a slow exhale. Breathing into the sensation in your left leg. Inhale, push yourself up. If you fold it over. Exhale. On your next inhale, find downward facing dog. Exhale, lower your heels to the mat. Find the fullest expression of your downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right leg steps, or right foot steps to the side of your right hand. We're going to find this lunge, runner's lunge again on the right side. Inhale, right arm extends for a gentle twist. Exhale, bring your right arm back, right hand back to the mat. Knee lowers on the left side. And then move your right foot over so your shin becomes parallel with the top of your mat. Finding sleeping pigeon. On this side again, look back over your shoulder, your left shoulder, to make sure your left leg is straight behind you. I had to adjust mine. And slowly come down, if that feels good, to your sleeping pigeon. You want to keep your right foot flexed to protect the knee. Feel the sensation on your right side. And stay for a few more breaths. Slow, calm inhales. Lengthy exhales. On your next inhale, push yourself up. Exhale, enjoy one last moment in pigeon. Where we inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left. Settle your heels down into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to tabletop. Crisscross your legs behind you. Take a seat. Your right hip is going to do an external pivot. So your right leg is sticking straight out from your hip, knees, ankles at 90 degrees. And then your left leg will be straight out in front of you, 90-degree bend at the knee, 90-degree bend at the ankle. These are going to be just rotate back and forth. So some 90-degree hip opening to counter and release the stretching that we just did in Cowface and Pigeon pose. If you'd like, you can push up onto your shins. One more each side. Great. And then bring both feet out in front of you. Inhale, arms high overhead. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Our final pose is happy baby. Bring your knees into your chest. Grab the outsides of your feet and pull your knees towards your armpits or the ground beside you. You can extend one leg, then the other to feel a bit more in your hamstrings compared to your hips. You're welcome to do any additional poses to round out your practice. Maybe you want to just rock back and forth, side to side, up, down, and small ball. Legs up the wall to drain the blood from your low body back towards your heart. Any last poses? And then when you're ready, slowly bring your feet back to the mat. Legs long, arms long out in front of you, hands facing up. Gently Close your eyes. Release any lingering thoughts from your mind. We'll come back to our intention in a moment, but just try to find a quiet mind for the last final quiet moments of our practice in Shavasana. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly come back to your mind and your body, finding a little bit of movement in the furthest tips of your extremities, your toes, your fingers. And keeping your eyes closed, you can turn onto one side, either your right or your left, coming into fetal position. Rebirth. After final rest in Shavasana, we reawaken and come back into our bodies. Inhale, push yourself up into a seat. Once you're in your seat, you can bring your eyes to flutter closed again if that feels comfortable and good. Inhale, bring your hands to your chest, palms, fingertips to touch. Exhale, bow forward in gratitude for your mind, body, and this practice. Thank you for joining me in a gentle flow. Hope you have a great rest of your day.